This is Larry Henares making your day with the first part of an article I wrote entitled Business Above All. And we quote, "The real engine of growth and development is not government, but business and private initiative. Business combines money, machines, and materials to achieve prosperity for the entire nation. Like no other, business provides, number one, goods for the consumers. Number two, jobs for the unemployed. Number three, profits for investors. Number four, tax income for the government. Corruption in its most virulent form is a government that impedes the honest and efficient practice of business. Such corruption infests all levels of government. Who is to blame and who can do the most to prevent corruption? The buck stops here," said President Harry Truman. "The leader, and our president, is the crux. Leadership is of the essence. We have to elect a president who is absolutely honest and trustworthy, strict and straight, with a passion for transparency and public accountability. First, he has to select the best and the brightest among the doers, pay them well, tell them what he expects them to achieve, and give them a deadline for the performance of their jobs. Classmates, relatives, and shooting buddies are verboten. Second, at the first instance they do not perform, he gives them a warning. The next time, he fires them without hesitancy. Once he does this, the entire bureaucracy will toe the line. Number three, he demands absolute honesty, integrity, and transparency. No ifs, no buts. And anyone who does not look and smell clean is summarily fired. Number four, the leader must emphasize and make the people believe that the duty of government is to allocate resources to ensure that all citizens are rendered justice above all, protected against the extremes of poverty, educated, edified, and developed to the best that they can be." More about this after these messages. This is Larry Henares making your day with the first part of an article I wrote entitled Business Above All. And we continue to quote, "Policy. Policy, policy. Policy provides the direction of government action to make the best of what business can do. The first of these policies is to encourage economic activity with the greatest margin of productivity. In the order of priority, number one, information technology. Number two, industrialization. Number three, self-sufficient agriculture. We have to recognize the fact that industrialized nations are rich. Agricultural nations are poor. The nations with the most success in agriculture are industrial nations like the United States, which provide the inputs of fertilizer and machinery that guarantee success in agriculture. The greatest economic advances come from the Internet and information technology, with its most measure of success from the least input of resources. Let's start with the first one, information technology. The most urgent policy requirement here is to force the National Telecommunications Administration to dismantle the monopoly of smart communications and Internet exchanges and institute a policy of Internet peering that will get as many competing Internet exchanges as in Hong Kong to cut the cost and increase the speed of the Internet in the Philippines, which today supplies Internet services at 10 times the cost and 1/10 the speed of that supplied to Singaporean net citizens. Number two is industrialization. We must industrialize. offering free land tax exemptions, long-term loans at low interest, and a change in the law, restoring the basic right of employers to hire and fire employees without government intervention, except under the provisions of a collective bargaining agreement, and discouraging strikes in favor of compulsory arbitration. More tomorrow, my dear friends. This is Lara Henares, making your day, saying good day, God bless you. Thank you very much for being with us. Till next time, hasta la bye-bye.